Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Come in, London.
What day is it, Mike? What day is it?
It's Wednesday. Wednesday.
It's Hump Day. Good to have you with us, and thank you for watching another edition of Litter Media Live with the icon, Mike Smith. I'm the non-con, Dan Ramey.
I still haven't got my wife used to calling me icon yet.
Yeah.
It's still stupid and shut up and stuff like that.
Oh, I could see maybe.
Oh, we have young children watching. I shouldn't have said that.
My con with an eye roll. I see that.
When people call me Mr. Smith in some of the restaurants, I said, it's Mike. Only my wife has to call me Mr. Smith. Tongue in cheek, of course, when I'm saying it.
Laura, I don't know how you put up with it.
Yeah, she doesn't. She just tells me where to sit down and be still.
Behave.
Yeah.
I can hear Coach saying that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Today we've got sports to tell you about. We've got news to share with you. We've got a lot of stuff to share. But first, weather.
Oh, yeah. As I was telling the folks yesterday morning, we had 1.5 inches the night before. It's drying out now. A little cloudy this morning, but we're expecting that to continue throughout the day. Cool with a high 78, sunny, and 83 for tomorrow. For football Friday night, if you're looking that far ahead, we're talking about some sunshine during the day with a high in the mid-80s and maybe dropping down into the 60s for kickoff.
Sorry. I just happened to have the show pop up on my cell phone, and it was on a bit of a delay. And as it comes on, Mike is on screen going like this to himself on the side of the head.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Remember that? Yeah.
What everybody's wanted to do.
Sure.
And yes, I remember Rock'em Sock'em Robots because Ron Fosnaugh had every toy ever made. The only place I got to play with Rock'em Sock'em Robots was at Ron Fosnaugh's house. Yes.
You got the bundle of sticks. Ron got all the toys.
Precisely. I did have the barrel of monkeys, but he had all the really cool stuff. So, All right, look at news coming up in just a moment. But first, I want to tell you about our friends at Scioto Valley Dumpsters. If you've got some cleaning up, if you've got a barrel of monkeys just rolling around, and they can put them right inside of this dumpster and haul them away for you.
Put your monkey in there.
740-253-8389 is the number to call. And Carl will bring... or Carl's one of these guys, they'll bring an orange dumpster to your location, whether it be residence or commercial. You need a dumpster. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, when you need them, call them, 740-253-8389. More monkey business coming your way in just a moment.
Dixie Chopper, speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit DixieChopper.com.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Making news today on our website, littermedia.com, and on our social media. Where do we start?
Well, we're going to start out in Fairfield County with our top 3 stories. And one of them, the village of Amanda, will be flushing their fire hydrants August 28th through the 30th. Those 3 days from 8 a.m. until noon each day. Be advised when they're flushing those hydrants, that can discolor water, so you might want to make sure your street's been taken care of before you do your, your sheets for the bed, the whites. Yeah, because that could stain them. But the water will be safe to drink. Attention parents of incoming seniors in Fairfield County. The Fairfield County Workforce Center in Carroll will host information night on August the 29th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Students and parents can gain information about carpentry, electric, healthcare, HVAC, water, wastewater, and industrial technology. For more information, you can contact K Stone, that's the letter K, then Stone, at fairfieldesc.org, or you can just rerun this and see for yourself where you need to get a hold of. Ohio Lancaster campus offering the Spark Leadership Program. Spark is a year-long program designed to help students develop valuable leadership skills for competitive edge. Students can earn 4 hours of academic credit, 2 in the fall of 2023 and 2 in the spring of 2024. During these seminars, students will have the opportunity to network with community leaders and Ohio alumni, but the deadline to register is this coming Friday at 5 p.m. Pickaway County Park District sent us something yesterday that I thought we should share. Did you know this? The white-marked tussock moth caterpillar
I thought that looked like a tussock moth.
is a creature that means business regarding self-defense. Well, the hairs carry chemicals that can irritate your skin. Some are even barbed. Mm-hmm. So when you look for these little caterpillars, oh, isn't that pretty? Keep your hands off of them. Could be dangerous. I don't know that they're poisonous, but might not feel too good. ODOT is seeking public input for projects to rehabilitate the bridge over Spencer Run on US 35 in Jackson County, Ohio. Projects located between the Savageville School Road intersection in a rural area of Jackson Township. The project is located over Spencer Run. Now, written comments should be submitted to District 9 by September the 14th. And some extra things. We told you about this yesterday, but a reminder that going on tonight from 5 to 7, the Chillicothe Ross Chamber of Commerce Business After Business is at United Way of Ross County office. And
It's a tailgate party. Does that mean there's going to be hot dogs?
I
Nachos
would assume,
and-
yeah. Yeah, maybe Brutus Buckeye might even show up. Who knows?
Hazel's going to be there, DJ Hazel.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Hazel, but I didn't want to say is there another mascot that I'm not aware of. Yeah, but anyway, you can find out more about United Way and your business getting involved in helping them raise funds.
I get a feeling there are going to be hot dogs. Hot stuff, catering is going to be there.
Oh,
So, yeah.
right. Yeah, how about that? Back to the roads here. In Jackson County, work for a bridge replacement on State Route 139 between X-Line Road and John Hoops Road. Route 139 to be closed for a total of 45 days. I think we're in the last 10 days of that project, so it should be done here soon. But in the meantime, detours are via State Route 32, State Route 93, and State Route 279.
You know, it's almost lunchtime, and McDonald's today has open interviews. Mm-hmm. So go to McDonald's, get something to eat, and then sit down and have an interview with the manager.
That works for me.
So if you
No
want
pun intended, works for me. Yeah.
Mike will work for food. So stop by. And McDonald's got several locations here in the area: Circleville, Waverly, also Greenfield, and 4 here in Chillicothe. All of those 7 restaurants will have open interviews every 2 until 5 on Wednesdays. Every 2 until
2
2
to 5.
p.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes, right.
Because they're not there 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So
No. It's not a 24/7 business, right?
no.
McDonald's.
Oh, I'm loving it.
Thank you.
Coming up in just a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with sports, high school activity, and more just ahead here on Litter Media Live.
You haven't had vodka soda like this. No one has. Made with the world's smoothest vodka plus real juice. New White Claw Vodka Soda.
At Rathkamp Financial, we offer customized investment solutions and superior client service. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
Time for sports, and we've got some
bunch
things
of
to
it.
share with you, a whole passel. So in order to get to it, let me scroll down and push the right button.
Yeah, speaking of pushing, we just pushed this interview out about an hour ago with Lancaster Eagle Gazette's Tom Wilson. You say, well, I saw that last spring. No, you saw another interview. This is the update where Tom joined us to talk about the upcoming fall sports schedule for Fairfield County.
Plus, last spring, he was in studio with us.
That's correct.
Here he's at his home studio.
This is a busy time for sports reporters, and Tom was kind enough to join us on a recorded interview, but he'll talk about all of the different fall sports in Lancaster and Fairfield County to talk about who are some of the favorites in their respective leagues coming up.
I'm kind of wondering if this is not his dining room, because that looks like a reflection of a chandelier of some sort off the
I thought you were
photo
going to
line.
tell me you could see what he was eating on his dinner plate.
No.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, when we went to Florida this summer, who did we see at the airport but Tom and his family
Is
getting
that
in
right?
line? But they weren't going to the same place we were. So, but that's what he was referring to. It was kind of neat seeing you there at the airport. Cam McDaniel of Tays Valley High School graduate fame, he's still winning. He went 8-2 over an athlete from Kazakhstan, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name.
It is Kazakhstan, yes.
But he got the bronze medal for the U20 World Freestyle Championships.
Now, he has done nothing but been to airports here this summer. After winning the state championship, he went to Poland, won a world championship there, won the Pan Am championship down in Chile, and here he's wrestling and gets the bronze medal in Amman, Jordan.
Wow. You may see this guy in the Olympics one of these days, folks.
Well, and when he's done with what's going on here, he is spending the rest of the year, when I say the rest of the year, that's into next summer, at the U.S. Olympic Trial Center, or Training Center in Colorado Springs. So,
And we can say we knew him when.
yes.
Congratulations, Cam, and keep going. Let's turn to the fairways. Logan Elm Braves golf team won the 2023 Ryder Cup Challenge at Chillicothe VA Medical Center yesterday. Congratulations to them. Staying with golf, Circleville's Lady Tigers are Pickaway County Golf Tournament champs after firing a new 18-hole program record of 348. They just keep shattering records every time they go out, and their top golfer, Elena Seeley, does it again with the medal honor of 72. This is Circleville's third tournament title already this season. Now, yesterday, staying with girls golf, Hillsboro won the FAC Girls Match number 1, 1 stroke ahead of Miami Trace and 2 ahead of McLean. Now, there's, of course, 6 teams in the league, but there were 2 or 3 teams, including Chillicothe, this is Addison Smith of the Lady Cavs, that didn't have enough players to qualify as a team, but they did show up as individuals. Young lady from Jackson was the medalist. You can read more about this on our website story that's now active at littermedia.com.
I see why Chillicothe didn't win. She's swinging with the wrong hand.
Yeah.
She's a southpaw.
Lefty. This, by the way, was for Steve Lewis, who always wants to know where they're playing. Steve, this was at Franklin Valley Golf Course. And as we told you yesterday, SVC Golf Match number 1 of the season is today at Crown Hill Golf Club starting at 4:30. The Battle of Ohio got underway last night. It went the Guardians' way. Reds missed out on a number of scoring opportunities, and they lose by a score of 3-0. Back at it tonight at Great American Ballpark.
We've lost 10 of their last 13 games.
And 14 of their last 18.
Wow.
Now, while
Rough
we were
start to
watching,
August.
while we were watching the game on television last night, we saw someone that we knew. There's Chillicothe Rotarian Dave Pinkerton on the far left with his
Nobody's
lovely
paying
wife,
attention to him.
Emily and his 2 daughters. Everybody was dogging him on Facebook. Dave, I think that the cameras were looking at your beautiful women, not you.
Mm-hmm.
But look what Dave's got in his left hand there. Mm-hmm. The old stadium ballpark Frank. But it was neat seeing some folks we know on TV last night. Speaking of going back in sports, this is not the this date in history, but somebody posted this. Everybody that knows anything about high school basketball in this part of the state knows about the Waterloo Wonders. But what caught my attention on this, if you go to our Facebook, you'll see the you'll see the share. Of all the teams they played, the team in our area that actually beat them was Greenfield McLean. I think they beat them by 4 points, something like 24-28 or something like that. They played Buckskin twice, beat Buckskin by 20, but then the next time, it must have been the next night, Buckskin lost, but they came to within 3 points. There's Asheville, which is now, of course, Tays Valley. They lost by 21, but these guys were incredible. They were indeed wonders, and very few teams were able to beat them. But Greenfield McLean can say that they beat them when they came to Greenfield.
That was a 26-24
2-point
victory
win
for McLean.
And if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy Hall, who went on to be an All-American at Ohio State, was on that McLean team.
What captured my attention was how many games they had to play in the postseason to get to a state championship.
Right.
You've got your county tournament, so there's 2 games, 3 games in the sectional tournament, then 3 games in the district tournament, and then on to Columbus for, again, 3 games.
Yeah.
So that's 9, 10, 11 in 1935. And you look back at the other one, I think it's 12 games that they had to play just to get to the state championship game.
But look how far they traveled to play some of these teams.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were over towards Dayton, Cincinnati, Huntington, West Virginia. They came to Chillicothe twice, played Chillicothe High School, and then later on you saw them playing Chillicothe St. Mary's. So they did a lot of travel. They were almost like the Globetrotters of their day, only in high school, the Waterloo
Well, and
Wonders.
you're looking at Gloucester, you're looking at Ashland, Kentucky, Pedro, Ohio.
Yeah.
All of these places that, no doubt, when they got on the bus to head back to wherever they were going, was foggy.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure
the
it
roads were not the best of roads in 1934 to 35.
But am I reading this right, that they played the Marshall freshman team? There's Rio Grande twice.
Yeah.
It's got question marks beside the results.
Oh, yeah. It
But
says
above
Marshall
that, it
freshman.
says Marshall freshman.
How about that?
So they were not only playing high school teams, they were playing college teams. So what a team that was over that 2-year span.
There is a fellow from McLean who has written a book about the Waterloo Wonders, and we had him on during halftime at one point in time. He was selling the book at a Chillicothe basketball contest, and so we had a chance to talk with him about that.
Wasn't there a former teacher at Chillicothe that was maybe on the team or had some affiliation
Yeah,
with them
that
years
sounds
back?
familiar. I believe Dick Rout told me about that at some point in time, but it's in another folder in my brain.
And that was some time
So,
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's the Wonders. Speaking of teams, meet the team at Chillicothe's Hatton Gymnasium tonight for the fall sports teams.
Mm-hmm.
All this taking place at Hatton, but this is going in conjunction with the open house for the different grade levels. This will be after that event.
Team photo day today as well. That'll be taking place at Hatton Gym, but also over at the Obadiah Harris Family Athletic Complex. And earlier today, if you didn't see this, they had tactical police training going on at the football field. So we don't want people thinking something was going. They had signs up that said it's training.
Right.
But if you didn't see the sign, you're thinking, what's going on at the O?
Wow.
We'll be at the O Friday night.
Yes, sir. Litter Media Game of the Week against St. Charles. Thank you, Coach Hocker. He finally sent a roster.
Oh, did he?
Trying
Okay,
to
great.
get the lineups now.
For St. Charles.
Yeah. In fact, that's what you were printing off earlier. You didn't realize that? He was just printing stuff while we didn't know what it was.
Oh, I thought you said that was from Forbes Hammond.
Well, Forbes forwarded it to us.
From St. Charles.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
By the way, not the football team, but I think we mentioned this earlier. St. Charles Prep, they're celebrating their 100th anniversary this coming school year as a school. So we congratulate them for that, but we're not going to take it easy on you Friday night.
And this is the 125th season for Chillicothe football.
So some anniversaries there. But you'll also be able to hear this game on Litter Media Radio.
It's also the 10th anniversary of the O.
A lot of anniversaries to celebrate. Yeah. But join us for that, and you'll, of course, have video highlight coverage, which you've always done for several years now for Litter Media, and that'll be the following week.
Indeed. And we can now reveal Neil Coleman Insurance, Wyandotte Mutual Players of the Week nominations are being accepted now. How? Well, simply go to our website, littermedia.com, and you'll see in the top scroller part there, it says Litter Media Player of the Week. Click that, send in your nominations, because on Thursday, during our Litter Media Game of the Week pregame show, that'll be at noon on Thursday, we will reveal this week's Player of the Week.
Do you realize that's tomorrow?
That is tomorrow.
It just kind of becomes a blur, but we appreciate the Coleman family for helping us out, along with full disclosure, they're my insurance people. So, but that had nothing to do with them buying. At least I don't think it did. Yeah.
And Julie Coleman Park is in the CHS Hall of Fame.
That's correct.
You might know them for Unioto amongst their kids, but it all started at Chillicothe for Julie. For Dad, it was Westfall, right?
He's in their Hall of Fame at Westfall. Yeah. Pretty athletic family. Yeah. Yeah.
Hall of Fame Insurance Company.
There you go. I like the way that sounds. Yeah.
All right, coming up, we'll take a look at this date in history. We're going back to
1954.
54. All right, so stick close for that. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If you have an issue with one of those utilities you've got, heating, cooling, or your plumbing, they can fix it if you need some help. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website, littermedia.com. It takes you right to their website to learn more about the services of Accurate Heating and Cooling.
If you can't give true love to me, I'll understand. Just
it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Hey y'all, this here's Dwayne Probst from Little Texas, and I want to let y'all know that we are going to be coming to the Roco Music Fest along with Jana Kramer on Friday, September 1st. That's Friday, September 1st, Roco Music Fest. The tickets are on sale right now. Go get you some. Come on out and have some fun with us. See you soon, Ohio. Yeah.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
Now, for this date in history, the Litter Media Wayback Machine goes to 1954.
Yeah. Back when people looked at magazines. I don't know if they do that anymore or not.
Yeah, digitally, I guess.
Yeah. A new magazine came on the scene on this date in 1954, and it's called Sports Illustrated.
No, it's
not
called
Weather.
It's called Weather.
Yeah, there it is right there. The original Sports Illustrated had Milwaukee Brewers third baseman Eddie Matthews on the cover. Of course, later, many years later, the publishers started adding things like swimsuit editions, which I'm not sure if just looking at bathing suits is a sport or how they managed to get that.
Well, you know, let's discuss this now. Back during the first couple of years of Sports Illustrated, you saw a lot of yachts, boats, all of that stuff. They were talking about boating and fishing, and sooner or later you get somebody wearing a swimsuit in those pictures.
Okay, you justified
And at some point in time, somebody said, you know what, let's feature just the swimsuits. And then it gets to another point where, wait a second, let's paint the swimsuits on the bodies. and go from there. So
I have a feeling it had something to do with low subscription service or something. They had to try to elevate their subscriptions. Yeah, so good luck. I don't know.
Boost.
I have not gotten Sports Illustrated in a long time, so I don't know what they're doing anymore. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Let's push on.
Move on. Yeah, move on. Wayward son.
I guess this brings us to a radio moment. I remember being on the air one morning, and Missy had the day off from work, and she was at the house. Dan Jr. was in school. Dan Jr., I think, at the time was maybe 6th grade, thereabouts. Mm-hmm. So Missy goes over, and she decides she wants to listen to some music while she is cleaning the house. So she opens up Danny's CD player. It slides out so she can put a CD into it. When it slides out, hidden in there was a fold-up of a girl riding a motorcycle in a bathing suit. Mm-hmm. And I got a call about this during the show, and Missy says, "You're not going to believe what I just found." And I'm like, "What?" And the reason I'm bringing this up as a radio bit was because Bill Davidson heard us talking about this. Bill Davidson was the color man for a while for our Cavalier broadcasts. It was on a game day, and as we're driving to the game, he says, "What kind of motorcycle was it, Dan?"
Was it a Sports Illustrated or another magazine?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. He found it somewhere.
Yeah.
Those preteen boys, you know how they can be.
It seemed to me that we used to get a complimentary subscription of the bathing suit edition. I never got to see it because it was always
Is that right?
confiscated or slobbered on or whatever before I could get to it. So, yeah. Oh, well.
When you say we, you mean at the radio station?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Back when we had employees. Back when there was actually a staff there, some time ago,
All right. Coming up tomorrow, back at it, we've got a special edition of Litter Media Live at 10 o'clock. We'll be talking a little more in depth about Sands in the Streets volleyball, which is coming up August 26th. Tiffany Baldwin will be here along with Paul Tenedo making an appearance.
Yeah.
He was here yesterday.
Okay.
He showed up too early. So
gotcha.
We'll have him 48 hours later after the fact, I guess, but he'll be with us here tomorrow to talk more about the competitive side. He's one of the COVA guys that really makes the volleyball portion take place,
right,
and keep it in line. And I assume he blows whistles every once in a while.
He's helping Jimmy Hutton out at Uniota as a varsity team.
That as well. All right. So that's all tomorrow morning here with another edition of Litter Media Live. So we'll have back-to-back-to-back shows tomorrow.
Correct.
First, we'll talk about Sand in the Streets volleyball. Then we'll have our daily program. And then our Litter Media Game of the Week preview show coming your way tomorrow at noon. All right. Good. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live.